Alright guys,
shabby,
Dylan here, back with
shabby
more
plane.
Final Fantasy VII, still
Yeah,
listening to the podcast here, going over Dave Vaughn right now, and yeah, I think Dave Vaughn is, I mean, Brent gave her a 3, I would give Dave Vaughn a 4. I don't think she's completely dead yet, but not that good. I don't think her game this week was particularly good either. Yeah, I think a 4.
I was too high on her last week. I gave her 7 last week. I had so much faith in Day coming into the season. Even last week, I was like, yes, let's go. Day in a great spot. This is what I wanted to see. And I was very disappointed with what I saw this week, all over the place, coming up with unnecessary lies, exposing how little she trusts the people she's working with. She lost the loyalty of everyone in the power structure and has not done well to integrate herself with the outsiders either. She's not in good with Janelle or Kaser. She does have a relationship with Kevin, but we'll see how much that's valued. And she does have a relationship with David, but that's been a little bit strained. And so, but that's it. Like, that's all. Like, she has those 2 people in bed. She has nobody else in the game right now.
Convenient that we can't go straight to 63.
There are a lot of people in power that she is not connected to and that do not trust her in really any way. Now, she has time to make this up. She has time to change this around.
But this is kind of weird.
But for right now, this is bad news for her current
trap?
positioning in the game, Melissa.
If it is,
Yeah,
then bring
no,
it
I
on.
agree, and I would
Let's
give
get
her,
this party
I'd give her a 4. I gave her a 6 last week, and I do think that her gameplay has suffered this week. I think that she,
Does Melissa ever
I-
give a different
I
rating
like-
than the person,
it's kinda
than someone that has
interesting, 'cause,
gone
like,
before
I do
her?
like the idea of, like, okay, expose her, like, expose a lie from somebody, but,
Man, all
like,
we gotta
don't do
do
that
is
multiple
damn
times,
key
and
cards
don't,
just
like,
to
get
get
caught
here.
doing it, and
This
all
is
that sort of
Shinra
stuff. It just
HQ.
ends up getting really
But how did you
complicated, and people
expect?
don't end up trusting
Says the
you.
former company man
So I
himself.
think that was
Guess
kind
you know
of
about
not
all
great,
rules,
obviously. And then
regulations,
also, like, when
red tape.
people
It's
approach
like
you
coming
with an
home.
alliance or wanting to work with you, like, she just is just so hesitant about it.
Yes,
And, like,
every
Bailey had to
reactor,
basically
every
tell-
pillar. Like I said, a
Reeve,
full
who's
inspection.
Reeve?
There's no telling what kind of damage there might be. If you see anything out of the
Fuck is
ordinary,
Reeve?
I want to know.
Sorry to bother you, sir.
No, it's fine.
I brought the damage assessment for Sector 7 you requested. Sir, perhaps you should try and get some sleep.
No, not yet. I need to finish preparing my draft of the reconstruction plan before tonight's board meeting. Whatever reasons they might have had, destroying an entire sector it's beyond the pale.
Director, I would strongly advise you not to say such things outside of this room.
Don't I know it?
Okay. We're in game? Okay, guess we're...
And all in case they're like, this is her thing, she, you know, this is the way Day operates, she has to go do some research. And, like, even Day during the conversation was like, I don't know, like, you know, but what about XYZ, or, like, what about last week's death?
Welcome to the Shinra building, our humble home.
Oh, hell no!
Here in the Memorial Museum, you can learn all about our president, as well as the various divisions that make up the company. And of course, the city of Midgar and the miracle of Mako energy. Whatever takes your fancy, you're sure to learn something new.
Yeah, shut up!
Okay.
And it's like, when someone approaches you with something, just say yes. Just be like, yeah, absolutely, I'm interested in working with you, like, whatever. Like, you don't have to, like, fully, like, you know, like, cut your hand and, like, touch their palm with your blood or whatever. Like, just, like, literally all you need to do is just say, like, yeah, that interests me. Or at least, like, seem interested, but if you seem hesitant, like, people are gonna be suspicious of that. And I feel like Day is, like, thinking to herself, like, you should want to work with me. You should feel lucky to get to work with me, and so I'm gonna, like, pick and choose my options. When really, like, that might not be the case at this point. So, yeah, I don't think she played that well this week, but I do feel like her and Bailey can turn it around. I really like seeing them work together, and I really hope they team up with Denali Kaiser, please.
Alright, so the audience gave Devon a 5.
That's right.
They were a little bit higher on Devon
Y'all are
than
softies.
us.
You love Devon,
Oh,
so you
right.
gave her a 5. I see what's happening.
Alright, let's talk about Enzo. Let's talk
Enzo,
about
I would
Enzo.
give
Last
a
week I
7.
gave Enzo an 8.
Moving along.
And I have to say,
Yes, I mean, 8
I
is
have no
decent too.
reason to
Yeah,
go lower than that this week. I
I
feel
think Enzo's
good
in
about
some
my
better
8.
spots.
With Enzo, I feel like he's one of the few people that was not touched at all by any of the drama or paranoia. He's continually the one person that everyone's like, well, even if we go after this group, Enzo's cool.
These all look so familiar.
Let's not target
Because
Enzo.
we've destroyed a bunch of them already.
Even with Daily,
The advanced weaponry exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance.
I think Daily is a good, why is that not
That's
the
fair.
Alliance name?
That's
Daily,
fair.
like, it's perfect.
Yeah, even Daily, are, like, they feel like they can work with Enzo, if like, Cody's gone, like, if like, whatever happens, like, Enzo is still, very valuable piece of the board. Enzo's probably one of the safest people heading into next week.
Our mission
I don't
here
think
at
anybody
Urban
would put
Planet
him on the
is
block
to
or
supply the
target
residents
him.
of Midgar with
Maybe
energy
Janelle or
created from
Kaysar
lava.
might use him as a pawn. It's possible.
We also take
but
pride
I
in
have to
maintaining
imagine that
public
they'd
infrastructure,
go with somebody
the
else
pillars and
instead,
railways that
just
run
because
all
it's
throughout
not
the
really
city.
worth agitating him, and they don't see him
Currently,
as connected
we are
to
working to
the rest of
construct
them.
an
So
intraplate expressway.
he's deeply embedded in the power
When this
structure as well.
project has been completed,
I
it
think
will
he's
provide
Cody's number
much
1.
easier access to
He is
numerous
included in
locations
pretty
all
much every
across
alliance
Midgar.
except for the Memphis one, but he's like an honorary member
We
of that one.
appreciate your patience and
Not seen as a
understanding
big
in the
threat,
meantime.
despite the fact that he is one of few people that has won a competition this season so far. So I actually really like Enzo's position. My one fault is still always going to be, can he win a jury vote? He doesn't make those
The public
personal
security
one-on-one
exhibit
connections,
is currently
but
undergoing
his ability to
maintenance.
win
We
competitions and
apologize
the
for the
fact that he's probably going to be
inconvenience.
here for a while gives him a lot of leverage and a lot of opportunity. So once again, it's going to be an 8 from me, Melissa. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that
I
makes
hope you
me
enjoyed learning about
think
our
that he's
division.
played any worse
And the
this week
wonderful
or put
ideas
himself
and
in a worse
solutions that are
position.
produced
If
to
anything,
benefit
like,
us
it
all.
does seem like he's
Here at Shinra,
in
we
about
strive
the
to
same
ensure
place
the
as he was. He
safety
seems,
of all
like you
residents
said,
around the
untouched.
clock.
The only thing that makes me not want to increase his score is just because I haven't seen him do anything to, like, merit an increase. It just seems like he's kind of just doing exactly what he does, which is just kind of, like, be personable and friendly and funny and stay below the radar and make people want to work with him, and, like, that's kind of his thing. But
So essentially,
I haven't
this is
seen
just a
him
massive
making any
loading
really
screen, right?
inroads with anyone else that he wasn't already
It's
making
like a
inroads
hide,
with,
trying
and
to
I haven't
hide
really
loading.
seen, like, any sort of, like, it doesn't
Now,
seem to me
moving
like
along,
he's
the next
a number
exhibit will teach you all
a number
about the
one person
miracle
for
of
anyone.
Mako
Like,
energy
I know
and
that him and
reactors,
Cody have something going
as
on, but I
well
feel
as
like
the city
Cody's got
of
his hands in a
Midgar
lot of
itself.
different
So
jars, so
come
it doesn't
on.
necessarily feel like Enzo's the number one, like those two to the end. Maybe that's the case, but I don't really know for sure. So
This is
I'm
Midgar,
gonna keep Enzo
our
at a
home.
7.
Recreated in 1/10,000th scale.
Yes, so I was
As you can
low
see
on
here,
Enzo last week. I
big
gave him a
Mako
6,
reactors
but I
form a
did
ring
increase
around
my
the
score.
center
In
of our
fact,
city
I am going
and
to
keep
give him
Midgar
an 8
running
this
day
week.
and
I
night.
think that Enzo is literally
The
the
Mako,
safest
which
person
flows
in the
beneath our
house. I
feet,
really don't
is
think
a
that he
true
could go up even
limitless
as
resource.
one. Maybe
At
there's a
Shinra,
universe where that could
we've
happen,
developed
where, like, you know, the
technologies
safety
to
saves
extract
2
it
people,
and transform
somebody
it
else wins the
into
veto
the
to
fuel
save
and
someone else on
electricity
the
that
block, and
powers
maybe he
everything we
has to
do.
go up in that instance, but even then,
Thanks
I
to the
don't think
miracle
he's
of
going
Mako
to use his
energy,
home.
our lives
I
are
do
richer
think that he
and
does
better
a
than
good
ever
job.
before.
I think that he
Mako
did
keeps our lights on
I
at
don't know.
night
I think he did a
and
good
made
job
Midgar
connecting with
into
people
the
in
city
Big
that
Brother
never sleeps.
12.
The
I just
triumph
think
of
that the problem was
technology,
that other people did
testament to
more.
man's
Like
potential.
Hayden did more. Hayden connected with people, but he also
Nothing but a bunch of lies.
won competition. Lane connected with people, but he also
Except that
won
Mako
competition.
has
Like,
made people's lives better.
Nobody really looked at Enzo as somebody who was
It's
more a
made
shaker of
people
the game.
blind.
Whereas I do feel like
Blind
this
to the
time,
cold hard
people
truth.
even more like Enzo. He's
Even Even I
well,
used to
like,
buy
by
their
everybody
bullshit.
in the house, then
Remembering that
even people like Tyler, I feel
makes
like no
me
one's looking at him as someone who's shady. He really has a way of just connecting with people, and he's fun to imitate too. Compared to the life feed.
Sorry, I think like.
The more I think about it, I do think I would give Enzo an 8.
Was a cast of characters. I mean, you had Brittany, Andrew, Monet, Annie,
Congratulations! You can
Monet.
call yourself a proud Shinra scholar.
even Matt, like
Next,
they
we'll look at
Andrew.
our progress in
I said
advanced
Andrew.
science and technology.
Bunch of
Please
big
proceed to the
characters,
61st
a
floor,
lot
the
of
visual
in
entertainment
that
hall.
house. And Enzo was just kind of one of them. This is a house of gamers. This is a
Welcome to
house
the visual
of
entertainment
chill
hall,
people
where we showcase
who are
Shinra's
not
cutting-edge
huge
technology.
personalities for the most part.
Through an
And Enzo
immersive
stands
visual
out
and
a lot
audio
more in that
experience.
way, where like
Please
Enzo is
relax and
such a
enjoy the show.
relief for these people that like I feel
Please
it too
stay
when
and
I
enjoy
watch
the show.
Enzo, when I watch the feeds and there's a conversation happening. It's just a generic conversation, nothing interesting has happened, and then Enzo walks in. I'm like, okay, here we go. This is gonna be more fun. And I have to imagine that's part of what they're feeling.
Okay, let's pause this.
This place is empty. What the hell?
In the distant past, our planet was home to a people we call the Ancients. Many
Thank you
millennia
for this
before we
massive
discovered
explanation.
Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet. And once they had, the Ancients developed the means to harness this bountiful energy and bend it to their will. The fruits of their labors have survived to this very day in the form of certain kinds of materia. Their scripture, too, has endured. We who are born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise. Alas, the ancients themselves are long gone. 2,000 years ago, a meteor brought an end to their civilization. But before their fiery end, did the ancients find their promised land? Even now, we have only to wonder. Times have changed, and the Shinra Electric Power Company is committed to changing and evolving with them. Like the ancients, we have harnessed the power of Mako. Are they out there watching us, waiting for us to join them in some blessed corner of the world? A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall not rest until our dream is realized.
That it?
This has been pretty, story. Episode you're actually expecting it. That's interesting too. I guess Jason Schreier is saying that E3 2021 probably won't be happening. I mean, essentially E3's done, right? Like, which sucks. I love E3. Yeah, like, I mean, what happened this summer with all these weird events just been kind of
Oh dear. A man of my
strange.
refined taste running out of butter.
Nothing really felt as, like, epic
Short
as
of its
E3
proper
is,
accompaniment,
so,
this tea might
I
as well be
prefer
boiled
E3,
pond
but
water.
I do have a feeling that's come to an end. And because really, it's so expensive for, like, almost no reason.
No, it couldn't possibly have been.
Crazy ass thing made me want to puke. And not just because of the presentation, but the content too. Ought to come with a warning. That ain't for kids.
That wasn't just a movie.
That huge meteor, what was that about?
Like I said, nothing you should show a kid.
Okay.
Well, like, he provides that entertainment factor as this big character, as one of the few big characters in that house that I think there's a difference there in terms of how he fits in.
Yeah, do you think that there's a possibility that he could get to the end of the game and end up like in the same spot where people are like, I don't want to take you to the end
Your
because
mission is
you're so
to go
well
out and
liked
tell
and you can totally
everyone
get all
about
the
the
votes.
wonders
Like,
of Shinra.
I feel like hate
Next,
convicted him in
you'll be
part
visiting
because
the repository
like
for
he didn't
Shinra's
think that
expertise
Enzo did as
and
much, so
know-how.
he wanted to bring Wayne to the
Please
end.
make your way
But
to the
like I
62nd
do
floor,
feel like he
the
might
corporate
still end up in the
archive.
same spot for
What
like
the?
a different reason.
It's totally possible, but I think the thing that could help him is that
Greetings and welcome. Avalanche, I presume.
Yeah, who is this guy? Is this
My
Rufus?
name is Hart, and it's a
Nope,
pleasure to
it's
meet
not.
you.
Because I know Rufus is a character. Because I remember laughing at, like, they actually
I've come
put
to
a
escort
fucking
you to
important
Mayor
character
Domino
named
per
Rufus,
his
but I don't know who it
request.
is.
The mayor of Midgar? The empty suit that's just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes. The mayor of our dear Midgar. The most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late, and he suspected that these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
Guess we're supposed to follow. Look at this place. So what? You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy bookworm?
Through here.
If this is a trap, you're a dead man, you hear? This can't be right.
Ah, wonderful. You finally made it. I am the mayor of the great metropolis of Mako. Domino, at your service. I must say you three haven't exactly been discreet.
Huh?
I wonder who's been cleaning up all your messes.
What the hell's going on?
I'm looking at a
Come
playthrough
on,
right
think
now,
about
and
it.
you still have.
You've been caught by security several times, walked in front of every other camera, and scared an
5 more
accountant
hours
half
in
to
the
death.
game? It's
You hear the
still
alarm?
5 hours
No?
left.
You're welcome. I can only assume your cell wasn't looped in. I am Avalanche's man on the inside.
Say what?
Huh. Is it really that surprising to you? You've seen where they put me. The mayor of the greatest city in the whole wide world, tucked away in a secret broom closet in the damned archives. The nerve. Those stupid Shinra pricks thought I'd just shut up and accept their treatment. But they were wrong. Dead wrong.
Huh. Well, this ought to make things easier.
We need to break into Professor Hojo's lab.
What? Why? You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
We're here to save a friend who was taken.
But the president's gonna get his too, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, I don't particularly care what you end up doing, so long as it hurts Shinra.
Great.
So, I can get you as far as the 64th floor.
Hold up. You telling me that that's the best you can do?
That is indeed the
So we
best
still 5
that
more
I
floors
can
after
do.
that?
But you're the mayor.
But you're the mayor? Does this look like the office of a mayor? I'm a glorified librarian, nothing more. They don't even invite me to their meetings. Sorting records and reports, that's all I do. My hands and fingers
And
have more
how much
paper
of this
cuts
is in
than
the actual
skin.
game? The
No
original
one
game?
knows my pain, my daily torment. They've made me a pathetic shell of a man.
Okay. They did you wrong like us, but we'll make it right. So just calm down. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Let me see that key card of yours. Here you are. You can now use it to access the recreational facility on the 63rd floor.
And then what are we supposed to do?
You look for a fellow Avalanche collaborator. Identify yourselves and he'll give you a key card to the 64th. The countersign is, the mayor is the best! Midgar's mayor is nothing less. Everyone says he's cooler than the rest. Just say mayor to the guy, and if he goes the best with gusto, then you've found your man. You got it? If you think you've found the collaborator, say mayor, and see if he says the best.
But that
You
also
got it
means
now?
that I think again he'll have trouble winning in the end, and especially with an all-star cast and with a cast that appreciates gameplay. They might like him more, but they might not respect his game as much.
still
But
can't
that's
believe the mayor is
again
working
so
with
far off that I don't want to deduct too
Would have
many
been nice
points.
to know.
In
Idiots
terms
at
of like,
HQ should have
if I
kept us
thought
in the loop.
Enzo was like a serious jury threat, I'd give him a 9 right now. I think his positioning and the like where he is right now in the structure of the house and how he's like again, and one of the only people this week with all the chaos to keep his cool and to not make any mistakes. Like that's super valuable in a house where everyone is screwing up and running around with their heads cut off.
I want to talk about that really quickly because that's the thing that made me increase my score, Melissa. When you said that he hasn't really done anything to warrant being moved up. From my point of view, and I take your point on that, but from my point of view, the fact that he somehow kept his nose clean through all the shit that happened over the past 7 days is pretty amazing to me. So that's why I was really impressed, and I
So,
agree, Jared.
about
Enzo
this
is somebody
precious
who I'm not
promised
inclined.
land of yours.
Oh, 66 for the laboratories?
Come now, Aerith. You misunderstand my intentions. I wish only to satisfy their material greed, so I can be left to pursue my great work. Our great work, my dear.
I forgot, Hojo is... Oh yeah, spoiler for Final Fantasy VII.
You're the spitting image of her now.
Like, Hojo is the
I regret it to this
father
day.
of Sephiroth, right?
If she had only trusted me instead of trying to run, it could have played out quite differently. What a terrible tragedy
I forgot.
to lose
They all
the
fucking went
last of the
together, to be honest.
pure-blooded ancients.
Oh, that's another thing I haven't talked about. I did buy a couple games today too on
Though not
PSN.
completely,
Again, just
would you like to
$5
see your mother?
for Harry Potter collection, Lego
Albeit
Harry Potter
through the
collection. Just
lens
because
of
why
one
not?
of
It's
my
$5,
microscopes.
and also $4 for
Did you
I forgot
really
the fucking
think
game's
me
called.
such a precious
A Japanese
specimen
visual
to
novel.
rot in the gutter? We collected and cataloged every last bit of her. Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life. As you, my dear. Ifalna was elegance, right down to her cellular structure. And there it is, that same elegance. Oh, yes. Time for yet another
Is he
meeting.
not the father of Sephiroth? Maybe I'm wrong.
Sit tight. I won't be long.
Oh, I'm right. Yeah, he was the father of Sephiroth. I think.
Here's the 63rd floor, where loyal Shinra employees relax and recharge.
It's pretty late, but I bet people are still here dealing with the aftermath of Sector 7.
It's their own damn fault.
Stay focused. We need to find this guy.
Yeah. Guess I better get working on my conversation skills.
The way I respond when, like, Tyler comes on, or Cody comes on, or Danny comes on. Like, when Enzo's on there, I find myself rooting for him, and I enjoy that very much.
Yes, the audience also went up a little bit on Enzo, not quite as high as Brent, but they gave Enzo a 7, and it was a 7, right?
They look busy.
7.00.
Plate did just fall.
Doesn't happen very often.
Seeing them like this
Let's move on
somehow
to
makes me feel a little bit better.
Let's talk
Ian, I would
about
give
Ian.
a
We'll give
5.
first.
I think.
The audience feels like Ian last week
Let's
was
find
a
our
5,
contact.
and this week
Not seeing any security around.
And I
One less thing to
I
worry
agree
about.
with the audience.
think this is a fair read.
I give Ian a 5.
I think his position is better.
He's
this
definitely
week
positioned
than it
better, but I
was
don't think he's
last week.
within the main core
However,
of the
I
house.
also don't feel great about his long-term strategy, and we talked about that earlier.
I think we just need to start talking to people who look
Memphis
the
can't
part.
win HOH and target him next week. That's a positive.
If they say the best,
Two,
then we have a winner.
his position has improved because of all the chaos and the fact that Day and Bay have lost their spots in this group. That's great for Ian.
How's that?
Combat sim.
Negatives, though.
You can use it to train for battle in a virtual
Like
space.
settle for
This
being a
training in that thing really make you
He
better.
literally said as much to Nicole Frenzel. He was like,
You work here?
you know,
I don't recognize you.
last night he said,
Can I
don't
help
forget
you with something?
Today,
Yeah, this
he
guy with
said,
the massive
well,
fucking
think about
sword.
the
The
brigades
best.
that Link did take Bridge
I was told to
as far as
expect
he
you.
could, so
Need access to upper floors,
I guess I'm
right?
okay with it. And
That's
she was
right.
like, no, it's I didn't even like that. And he was
Before
like,
I
it's
trust
fine.
you with this key card.
Now,
and
like, no one's
I
bothered by
missed
this guy
that.
with a
Wow, he
fucking
really said
Say
that?
what?
gun on his hand.
Do you know what would happen if you got
Wait,
caught?
what? I was
We're
looking.
putting our lives on the line here. Prove you're worth it. We have a state-of-the-art combat simulator. It can provide a real challenge, let me tell you. If you beat the sim, then the key card is all yours.
And she was like, no, I didn't even like that. And he was like, it's fine.
Well, well.
I missed that.
You gonna call it
Wow,
quits?
He really said that?
Because again, I think that he just feels like, okay, well, the brigade did bring all of their people almost to the jury, at least like have a halfway mark. And if I'm the Brittany, then I get to the final 4. Like I can win out from there, and that's what I'm worried about. So because again, the physical competitions. So I gave him a 5. Improved from last week for sure, but not crazy.
I'm gonna drop my I'm gonna drop my score down to 5. Sorry guys. I really I don't like that at all. I was really that you said that. I was so excited to say that. I know that he said that to friends last night that he paid.
Going in. Calling fire. And I guess like, if I'm in and I
Give him your all! Bring it! Now's our chance!
This is now. You're up.
Now I'll get this.
That's it. I love him so much, and I do love it. But I just feel like you're scared.
Now you're in for it.
Facing towards Janelle, and they just want her in case they're out, and she's the #1 target, and
Let's keep it up.
I don't know if it's so great. I feel like anytime she tries to get allies, they just go and rat her out to everybody else, and it's scary. I'm worried about her. It does seem like there are some people who are like, it's not worth it.
I think we'll end here.
In case they're next week, like,
Next episode, continue on.
like, who knows if that's actually true.
While you're on that, let's count the people who would not probably go after Janelle and Kaiser. So Bailey, probably. Davon.
I don't think Ian would.
I don't think
Ian
is saying that he's going to nominate Janelle and Kaiser.
Like just now?
Today he's been saying he's targeting them.
To who?
To Franzel, I think.
Yeah, for now. Thank you for watching.